Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I had the crazy story of the week titled, I, a 25-year-old male, accidentally cheated on my girlfriend of 2 years with her identical twin sister. Don't know what to do now. And guys, this story here obviously is about a guy who has a girlfriend. She's a twin, and they've been together for 2 years. And then one night, a whole bunch of them were all out at a bar, drinking, having a blast, and one thing led to another, where the next day the guy woke up and realized and found that he had relations, but it wasn't his girlfriend, it was her twin. And I get it, this sounds like certain movies you might find on certain websites. When I saw this headline, I thought, yeah, sure here, but I read it anyway, and you know what, guys? I've been doing this for a while. And believe me, I have read so many stories and articles and personal stories and all that, plus through my own life experiences, that truth is truly stranger than fiction. So you never know. So on that basis, I'm covering this story, and I'm also covering it to show you an example, guys, of how you got to understand something here. When it comes to women, they're psychotically competitive, especially with each other. And if they like a guy, it doesn't matter. They want that guy. And oftentimes, it could be their best friend's guy or something like that, and they'll go for him anyway. How many of you guys watching this had at some point in your life, whether when you were young or older, married, whatever, that your girlfriend, fiance, or wife's best friend or one of her friends was hitting on you, really liked you, and didn't care? Or you guys actually end up hooking up with one of them. And you may think, how could they do this? Well, a lot of times when women really like a guy, all the loyalty goes right out the door. I mean, it happened to me when I was 16. I was dating a girl, and her best friend really liked me and made a move on me. And let's be honest, she was hotter. So I just didn't care. But you know what? I was 16, and I'm going to give myself a pass because even though I was a scumbag, I was 16. So, it is what it is. But the point is, that stuff happens. So I'm going to go through this story, guys. You're going to see what I'm talking about here, where the girl's twin sister. And there is definitely a unique relationship with twins. That any of you guys ever known twins, there definitely is a unique relationship. And yet this happened. So starts off, I want to preface this post by stating that I never imagined myself capable of intentionally or unintentionally cheating on my girlfriend. But I guess I wouldn't be making this post if that were true. Dude, it is what it is, and it happened. And you're going to see what happened here, guys. So this guy really shouldn't take too much blame on himself. He says, to start this all off, I've been dating my current girlfriend for the past 2 years, but I've been close friends with her for about 3.5 years. So I consider our relationship to be very strong. Ever since I met her and her twin sister, it's been very difficult for me to distinguish them apart because they look so incredibly identical. And on top of that, I have an extremely hard time recognizing faces of people that I know well to begin with. I'm not trying to make an excuse for what happened, so I'm going to describe what led up to the event right now. Yeah, I've known twins that literally I can't tell the difference at all. And typically the families can tell because of slight little things, but just by looks, no way. He says, 2 days ago, I went to a bar with my girlfriend. These things always involve alcohol. Notice this. 2 days ago, I went to a bar with my girlfriend, her sister, and a sort of mix of both my friends and my girlfriend's friends. Every single one of us got way drunker than usual to celebrate the rare occasion where we can all hang out. I spent the night socializing with my girlfriend and my friends, not really interacting with the twin sister too much as she was occupied with other people in the bar. I should mention now that my girlfriend and her sister wore similar outfits that night as they like to do when they were out together. A lot of twins do that. Now, typically they do that when they're younger, but some do it when they're older because they love the attention. And what have I told you about attention and validation? He says, we were all having a great time for a few hours, but I went to the bathroom to try to sober up. And he says in parentheses, it didn't work. And when I returned to the bar, I couldn't find my girlfriend where I left her. The next morning, I checked my text and saw a message about how she was feeling sick and took a cab home while I was in the bathroom. I don't know how I didn't see the text earlier or why I didn't worry about her. She didn't tell me where she was going in person. But I guess I can chalk that up to us being completely plastered. So, his girlfriend takes off. Meanwhile, the whole night he thought he was with his girlfriend. I don't even know how she managed to gather her things and leave during what feels like the very short amount of time I was in the bathroom. But that's something I can try to figure out after I resolve this. So anyways, my memory after going to the bathroom is pretty hazy, but I can recall but I can recall spending the rest of the night talking and flirting with what I assumed was my girlfriend and taking a cab home with her to my apartment when the bar started to empty out. One thing I remember is that me and my girlfriend's sister were the last out of our group to leave the bar. Isn't that interesting? I woke up the next morning with no recollection of what happened after leaving the bar, and I assumed nothing was wrong. But then I checked my unread text and saw that my actual girlfriend left the bar early. And after checking around my bedroom, I found my clothes on the floor and 2 condoms in the garbage that I am 100% certain weren't there before I went to the bar. Feeling pretty shitty and honestly terrified of what could have happened, I texted my girlfriend's sister about what really happened that night. And although I can't post external links in this subreddit forum, I'll copy her responses here and link the image in the comments. And a text that he got from the girl, the twin, she says, "We hooked up in your apartment after we left the bar. You were acting like you were into me the whole night, and I've always been into you." Oh, putting the blame on him. You were acting like you're into me, so, I just went along with it, and I've always been into you. Twisting things around, putting the blame on the guy. Now, he obviously wrote her, but he didn't say, he's not listing here what he wrote it. And then the second text, she says, "I left early in the morning because I felt guilty about what I did to my sister, but I don't regret what happened between us. Please don't tell my girlfriend what we did." Don't tell her, the sister, what we did. So, I feel really guilty about what I did to my sister, but on the other hand, I don't regret what we did. Now, there's lots of reasons I was questioning some of how accurate this is, because for lots of reasons. But one is, typically twins are pretty loyal to each other. But, as I've said before, when it comes to women, they really like a guy, and for whatever reason, that can go right out the door. And it could even happen with sisters. You just never know. He says, "I have no idea what to do because I feel like I violated my girlfriend's trust in me, and I also feel like my girlfriend's sister took advantage of me because anyone who knows the relationship between myself and my girlfriend knows neither one of us would knowingly cheat on the other. I'm looking for any kind of advice as to what to do here because I'm completely at a loss." Well, here's some advice. How about your girlfriend and her sister get together and have fun all together? There's some advice for you. But in seriousness, what the hell is this guy going to do? Is he going to just tell his girlfriend what happened? You think she's going to understand? Hell no. She's going to blame you. She's going to say you should have known. And she's not going to want to hear that her sister would be capable of doing such a thing to her. Okay? And you darn well, the sister's going to turn around and blame it on him. "Oh, he was flirting with me. I thought he was into me. Blah, blah, blah." But, again, if this is real, see what I'm talking about here? And this guy doesn't know what to do. It's over. There is nothing he can say or do that's going to, he sounds like he's a typical nice guy, and he can tell her what happened and all that, but that's not going to take this image out of her head that he was hooking up with her twin. Because again, the relationship with twins is very unique and complex. But there's nothing that can be done here. Now, I'm going to read a few comments here that some people had in the comment section just to show it's not just me. This one comes from a woman, and she says, "Just tell your girlfriend. Be honest with her. I think that if you explain the situation and let her see your conversation, she would at least understand that what you did wasn't your fault." Yeah, that's really going to go over real well. "Sorry, baby, but I was hooking up with your sister, but I didn't know it was you, but I really hope you understand." There's nothing this guy can say that is going to fix the situation, okay? They're done, all right? This guy pretty much needs to walk away and just, hey, I hooked up with 2 twins. That's going to be his story. He'll tell the grandsons one day in like 50 years. But it's just not going to go anywhere, okay? And yeah, it's not his fault because she's the one that obviously took advantage of him. But at the end of the day, or he keeps it a secret, and that's going to make things even worse. I mean, this guy's really into her, and they had a good thing going. I feel bad for the guy, but still feel bad for him in the sense of the relationship. But he hooked up with her twin. That's definitely kind of cool. Another person says in quotes, another guy says, "Shit, dude, now it's time to start flirting with the mom. See how far you can get with this family." Real answer, if this is real, tell the girlfriend. Sounds like the sister is into you anyways. If the girlfriend is done, then you have a free pass to start hooking up with the sister. Well, I don't think that's going to happen, but I think that's pretty funny. Now he can be on to the mom. Another guy says, "Dear Penthouse, I never thought it would happen to me." Yeah, this does sound like some of these old stories they had in that old Penthouse magazine. And last one says here, get a big broad Sharpie and draw a big number 2 on the twins' arm. Don't make that mistake again. That's funny. But anyhow, guys, quick story. Whether it's real or not, who the hell knows? But it's definitely kind of funny here. But if indeed it is real, it goes to show you that, like I said, when it comes to women, if they really like a guy, they don't care. And how many of you guys have been in a situation like that? I'm willing to bet you that almost every guy here, either you had this happen to you one point when you're younger, or you knew a guy where the girl's best friend was after you, or maybe even in some case a family member. It's just, you never know. This is why you just got to be careful, watch out, and so forth. So, but anyhow, guys, quick story. I thought you'd find it very entertaining here on a Friday. So that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below what you think about this, and be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.